This week is the biggest home game on the UTSA schedule this season as they welcome in the Texas Longhorns into the Alamo Dome to begin the second half of the season and continue Big 12 conference play. UTSA has won their last two games, both outside of the conference, and now will face Texas and Oklahoma in back-to-back weeks. They are by far the most difficult games on the schedule, but should be a chance for UTSA to show how they've grown here in the first 6 games. They've had to change the offense with a new quarterback, and they're 2-0 with Evan Newton starting. So far, UTSA has struggled in Big 12 conference play, and they're about to see an even greater jump in competition. Texas might not be where they want to be as a program, but they are still heavy favorites here on the road in San Antonio. Off we go. It's Game 7 here in the UTSA season, and this is Vince Taylor from the 1-yard line, and he will spin his way between the hashes. It's a 20-yard return. UTSA breaks out the all-gray uniforms, and I really like this uniform set that they're displaying today. They bring Joe Wright in motion, and they give it to the freshman receiver, and he's brought down quickly for a loss of 4 by Josh Thompson. Not how you want to start here in a game like this. It's a 2nd and 14, and now the pass is nearly intercepted as Newton tried to go underneath, and the Roadrunners are met with a 3rd and long on the opening drive. Pressure dialed up, and the pass sails wide of Curtis Davis. It's incomplete, and UTSA goes 3 and out. The Roadrunners have not done well in the field position game in these conference matchups, and already giving Texas a short field as Jamison returns to the UTSA 40. And that'll bring out Casey Thompson, the quarterback this year for the Longhorns, trying to get them back into the conversation for being a playoff team. And Thompson fights his way ahead. He gains 9 yards, and that is a good first play. Texas, the number 9 team in the country, coming in as Bijan Robinson's taken down by Kellen Thomas. I'm expecting this front 4 to still be pretty competitive. Now 3rd and 2, more motion from Whittington. He gets the handoff and a first down. Texas at the UTSA 25-yard line. This is a 3rd and 6 for Casey Thompson. Scanning and dumping off to Brewer. That's a first down as Texas has their first red zone trip. Challenging the receivers at the line on first down. Thompson throws complete inside the 5. That's Xavier Worthy. And that will take them inside the 2. It's goal to go. Thompson hands it, and Bijan Robinson breaks the plane. That is a Longhorn touchdown, capitalizing off the 3 and out and striking quickly. That definitely takes some of the energy out of this home crowd for UTSA as they'll try drive number 2, and Vince Taylor's losing a few yards. Great play by Schooler. And that's going to bring up a long 3rd down. Newton under pressure, sails one, and he's intercepted by Anthony Cook. He's got a path to the end zone, and the Longhorns have a defensive touchdown. 13-0. UTSA with negative 4 yards of offense, and now a pick 6. How were the Roadrunners hoping this game wouldn't begin? Well, I'd say this start about sums it up. Already beginning drive number 3 now, trailing 14-0. It's a screen pass for Vince Taylor, trying to get him out on the edge, and he's not able to turn the corner. Gain of 3. Running back now is Danny Moss, and he'll run straight ahead, and with a powerful burst, he picks up 7. And here's UTSA going to the no huddle they began to show off a week ago. And Moss gets the conversion. So their first down. You got to start somewhere. Rose is slot right here as Newton's under pressure and got pummeled. That got through immediately. He never had a chance. 3rd down and long now again for UTSA. Newton's got time, takes a shot. That's Rose downfield. He makes the catch and takes it down inside the 5. Darren Rose almost goes the distance. They get the wheel route up the field, and they actually protected Newton much better on that third down. I'm not so sure that's not a touchdown. They do not challenge. Taylor on the carry, denied. No gain. I-form behind Evan Newton on second down. He sneaks it in, and UTSA is on the board. That's a big answer, and it didn't take him very long at all. Well, they got some points on the board, and now Texas will start here in their own territory. And it's Casey Thompson to the outside. What a throw to Whittington across midfield. Not having to spend much time on their own half here. It's a 30-yard conversion. Now Thompson is hit and taken down, and there's Preston Quinn, who's done a phenomenal job in his redshirt freshman campaign. 3rd and 15 for the Longhorns. It's Thompson protected, looking toward the end zone, and Stokes almost comes down with the interception. UTSA is getting off the field now. After a 14-0 start with a pick six, you'd think that this one might already be done, but fighting back here, it's Richie Battle, the fullback, gaining 5 on the reception. 3rd down and short, they stay in the shotgun. Newton wants to throw, and wide open is Jones. He was kind of covered by his own teammate there, but still made the catch. UTSA up to 3rd and 9 this time. Newton fires down the middle. That's caught again by Randy Jones. Gain of 20. But they got to get out of these tough 3rd downs. You're not going to convert those all day long. Little screen pass set up here. Moss bouncing and changing direction. He gets a pretty exciting gain of 2. I thought it would be longer personally. Fake it now on 2nd down. A screen set up for Taylor. And he'll muscle through some contact. So already just trying to get the ball to the running backs in space as opposed to run the ball a ton. But they will go off tackle, and Taylor does appear to have enough here on 3rd and 3. UTSA is on the move once again. Newton to throw for right, and he can't handle it. The true freshman's had some drop issues this year. That's been apparent. 2nd down, pressure dialed up, and Newton rolls right into the pressure. He's taken down by Brockermeyer, and that's pretty much going to throw this entire drive off course. Long 3rd down again. They'll try to get a few with Darren Rose, and they're going to bring out James Benson, who's going to try from 53 now. We're here indoors. He's got a strong leg, and Benson drills the field goal. That's 10 unanswered for the Roadrunners, making things interesting here in the 2nd quarter. Texas taking over again, split backfield for Thompson, under pressure, and taken down. It's Kellen Thomas, sack number 9 on the season. What a year he's putting together. 3rd and 5, Texas. Up top, the throw is bubbled and dropped by Worthy. It's incomplete. UTSA will get off the field again. I love how they've settled this game down. I am impressed. Now they get Taylor on the edge. A 1st down run of 14 yards. UTSA staying with that approach, just trying to get outside, utilize that speed. Quick pass, nice catch. Randy Jones proving to be a reliable receiver this season. They'll try the run again, and Taylor's going to lose yardage here on 3rd down. So this time they go to the right side, and it didn't work. But they're not showing any fear. It's 4th and 3. They will go for it. Newton rolling right. There's nobody near him, only a 2-man rush. Trying to direct traffic, and it's incomplete. And I think by the end there, when the receivers caught on to the scramble drill, he kind of gets a scrambling opportunity, but tries to get Curtis Davis. That play was so awkward. That's the worst scramble drill I've seen this year. And it's going to give the Longhorns a short field here. Less than 2 minutes to go in the 1st half, and there's nowhere to go for Robinson. He's had a pretty quiet start to this game. 3rd and 10, just a draw play to Bijan Robinson. He only gets a yard, and UTSA is using those timeouts. They don't have any more. They are playing aggressive. They want every drive. 1:32 left to go. Newton completes the pass. That's Joe Wright, gain of 6. 2-minute drill, fullbacks in the game. We do it differently. Play fake. Newton steps up and he's dropped. Tried to climb the pocket, but still, pass rush got to him, and it's 3rd down and 7. Texas now hoping for another drive of their own, and it's Davis on 3rd down with the conversion. They've done a nice job on 3rd down, given the circumstances. Still over a minute left to go. Newton underneath. That one is dropped by Randy Jones. We're down to 34 seconds. Taylor moves out to the slot on 3rd and 7. And the pass is hauled in. Taylor outside. 1st down into Texas territory. We haven't seen the running backs utilized in the passing game quite this much. 21 seconds to go. Newton steps up again, and he's dropped. Great coverage down the field. Not much he could have done. And they're going to have basically one last play. This is the end of the half right here. 3rd and 17, and drilled again. Evan Newton throws incomplete. So we've had Texas open the game as strong as you might have expected, but UTSA responding and showing they're going to put up a fight. It wasn't looking good early on, but I love the way this defense has been battling, and the offense is certainly getting better as the season goes on, adapting to this scheme and the change at quarterback. But it's 14-10 here to begin the second half. Thompson flips it to Worthy. That was a risky play, but it's going to pay off big time. He gets 26. There hasn't been a lot of just drop back, scan, and throw. A lot of these misdirection and option runs. And we saw a bit of that over the last couple of weeks, especially from Coastal. They'll bring Worthy again to the right side. He gets the first. I kind of like the way they're using Worthy today. 1st and 10 here with the Longhorns driving. Thompson pulls it back, and he's taken down inside the 25. Longhorns trying to go up by 2 scores once again. They pitch this out. This is Rashawn Johnson outside. He stiff arms Jones and gets bumped out after a 12-yard pickup. They really haven't done much with the running backs. And Thompson is wrapped up. That is Andre Ross. Impact players across the front 4. Tough 3rd down now for Texas. From the empty set, here's Worthy sprinting inside the 5, and he does get the 1st down. Big conversion for Texas. Massive letdown there for UTSA. And Bijan Robinson caps off the drive. It feels like UTSA is just a step behind the running game Texas is going with today, and they're just not able to force them to change the game plan. 11-point game. Taylor on the toss, finds some space, and that's a gain of 13. They're making sure they keep Taylor a big part of the game plan. And now, following right on the motion, he'll take it outside again. So that's a different one that we haven't really seen to this point. Right sent again. Now they fake it to Moss. Newton sailing deep for right, and that's broken up by Brockermeyer. Step for step down the field. And it's 3rd and 4. Much more manageable than some of these they've already converted. Newton steps up. He's got space and will have it. 1st down, Roadrunners. UTSA approaching midfield, but here is 3rd and 9. Taylor the running back, and here comes Jones. Pressure getting through. They get to Newton again. We just haven't been able to protect Newton in the pocket very well. The interior has just not held up. And the Longhorns take over. 2nd drive here, the 2nd half. Casey Thompson hesitating, and he goes down. Eventually, it's Andre Ross. 2nd down and 16. Rolling to the left now. Thompson lost the football, but it's picked up by Okafor. It'll be 3rd down Texas. They've got to get to about the 43. Fake it short. Thompson floats this, and it's intercepted. Brandon Matthews. He threw that behind the receiver, and UTSA's defense comes through again. I really like Brandon Matthews in the slot. He's been a good tackler this season, now has his second interception. And here's a Wildcat look to start the drive. They give it to Moss, throwback, and that didn't work. Texas threw off the timing, and they covered Taylor pretty well. They were ready for that one. Newton on second down, floats it for Davis, but there is a late penalty. That was a nice play. And on the other side of the field, they're going to get Randy Jones for OPI, wiping out the first down. 2nd and 20. Quick pass, Davis falling ahead. He gets 9. Again, tough third down, more manageable though. Have to get inside the 33. Newton fires down the middle for Carter, and that's a first down. They use the tight ends a lot in these key situations. New set of downs for the Roadrunners. Newton rolling to his right, firing, and nearly intercepted by B.J. Foster. You gotta be careful of those underneath defenders. Again with the long third down. Newton's going to scramble out to his right, trying to pump fake. Now fires back to the middle, and at least kept the ball out of harm's way. It's 4th down. Earlier, James Benson made from 53. This one from 45. And this kick is also good. Benson is 2 for 2. And this is an 8-point ball game. 21-13, Texas taking over. Third quarter coming to a close soon. It's Moore on the mid-screen. Good setup, and he takes it all the way to midfield with a gain of 19. Texas has not taken many snaps on their half of the field. Here's Bijan Robinson finally getting the opening, and he's close to a first down. Only 19 yards for Bijan Robinson. If you told me that pregame, I'd be ecstatic. But now Robinson breaks a tackle and still doesn't get far. They've just created the running game even without him, which I wasn't totally expecting. Thompson fakes now, takes off with room, and he's brought down at the 25, and he's shaken up on the play. Casey Thompson reaching at that right knee, and that's going to bring Hudson Card into the game, and he keeps on third down, getting the conversion, and it's a 9-yard pickup. First down, Texas. But it looks like Thompson is all right. He's already looking like he'll be coming in here soon as Robinson finds a crease, and he's down at the 3. 12 yards for Robinson. It's starting to get more successful. Now they go to Rashawn Johnson. That is a touchdown. And Texas back up by 2 scores here in the 4th. They've played pretty well here in the second half. UTSA's run defense just not quite good enough. They're down 15 now here in the 4th. They'll start with Taylor working his way outside the numbers. He gets 9 yards, close to a first. Probably going to see some more up-tempo, I'd have to imagine, as they fake it to Taylor. Newton breaks away, now fires one short for Jones, and they avoid a disastrous play and get the conversion. Great job there by Evan Newton. Danny Moss in the game. He runs left. He'll finally get some room to run. Gain of 11. Right to the right side. Here's Newton on second down. Pocket collapsing. This is underthrown and picked off. Overshown. Able to grab this one for Texas. You've got to step up and through here in this case. And on top of that, this is a difficult throw to make. Didn't really have a solid base to throw from. Texas with the turnover, and Casey Thompson back in the game. Gets absolutely drilled. 4 yards on first down. Now Thompson scrambles. Doesn't like anything downfield, so he'll pick up the first down himself. Time winding down here. UTSA not going to have a lot of possessions left as Thompson gains 9 more. Going up 3 scores will put this one away most likely. Thompson to the right, gets a nice block in the secondary, and he's pushed out inside the 10. The run game just continues to get stronger throughout for the Longhorns. Less than 3 minutes to go. Bijan Robinson is brought down. They came in ready to stop him, but the option game has left them confused. Robinson on 3rd and goal, trying to fight his way through everybody, and he almost got to the end zone. But they'll bring out the field goal team, and this is basically an extra point. And it is good, 31-13. And for the Roadrunners, it looks like they're going to give some backup players a chance to finish this game out. And that includes the junior quarterback, Bob Young, who we haven't seen to this point. He completes his first pass of the year to Jason Todd. But Young, you know, would probably be the favorite right now to be the UTSA quarterback next year. So it's nice to see, you know, where he's at right now in his development. Doesn't have the strongest arm. I think he offers a little more mobility than Eric Hancock, but still nothing special. 3rd and 3 for Young as he drifts away, fires one, incomplete, and Cook almost has another one. 4th down here for the Roadrunners. And Young heads to the air, looks down the middle, that's caught. Darren Rose for 18 and a 1st down. The best thing Young does, I think, is he's just an accurate quarterback overall. He's rolling now, finds Rose underneath, 11 more, 1st down. So putting together at least one last drive. 1st down, Young up top to the end zone for Wright, touchdown. Now that is one of the best throw and catches I think we've seen all year. Perfect touch, and Wright pulls away, the defender really not aware the ball's in the air. We wanted to see Wright as a deep threat, and this wasn't exactly the first time I'd think we'd see it. But they'll complete the 8-point play. This is Jones underneath. That was a really good possession. I wasn't expecting that at all. 5 of 6 there for Young, and Benson will try to give it back. The onside kick bounces to Moore, and the Longhorns can celebrate the short trip back to Austin. That is a 10-point win. For UTSA, this is honestly a bit better than I thought the game would go, especially with how it began, and you see that defensive touchdown. We battled, certainly didn't play well against their option attack, and I think we just couldn't get off blocks in the second level. I tried at times to put an extra safety in the box, and it really didn't make much of a difference. It was really all on the front four to make plays. Didn't see Kyle Jones stand out, Brandon Ford as much, so the back 7, I think, kind of dropped the ball today. Offensively, there was a ton of pressure to deal with, but we still found a way to generate some offense and quickly realized that we had to use the running backs in the passing game and be a bit more creative, and I'm starting to think I might need to add some more things to the playbook for the rest of the season, which I expected, as some of the things I was excited about haven't worked out very much. But, you know, we fought hard in this game, and that's all you can really hope for, I think, at this point. And we got Oklahoma coming up next. But I did want to give you more of a deep dive into our current recruiting board and where we are halfway through the season. And we do have our first commit of the recruiting class, and that is the junior college quarterback, Trey Irvine. I had no clue what our quarterback situation was going to look like next year, so I would like to have some more quarterbacks developing, and I don't know who's starting, so we'll see how good Irvine is. Now that I have him committed, do you think it makes sense to scout now? I'm not sure if I want to do it now or wait until signing day to see ratings. But at the top of the board, we are still probably in a losing battle here for Troy Atkinson. I'm trying, but I don't think this is ultimately going to work. Tahan Jackson, we're going to pull out of this recruiting battle. I think SMU is going to wrap that up here pretty shortly. And there are some other players I want to give the points to. One of those players is Austin Woods. He's a junior college player, and I think you're going to see us look for a ton of JUCO guys as they can come in, start early, make an impact. We have sent him the only offer. This should be done with here shortly. Defensive tackle Brandon Thomas, number 19 in the nation. I think that he's a little underwhelming as an athlete, but I'm just trying to bring in talent that can start developing, and that's sort of a more tight race. Then we have E.J. Ferguson, really undersized linebacker, only 216 pounds, but does have some pass rush skills, seems to have some versatility, and we're the only team to offer to him. We have a couple safeties as well. I might want to look for more of a run support safety, but both Rico Wright and Kima Guyton are kind of just coverage guys. Guyton does have a little more interesting skill set, C tackle, C hit power, so we'll have to see how good he is in the box. But there are also a couple offensive linemen I've added recently, and they weren't getting a lot of interest. So one of the house rules is if there's like a 4-star no one likes, I'm not just going to go for that player. That's always been kind of a flaw in the recruiting. But the 3 stars to me are all kind of fair game. I think that we're going to build primarily with 3-star players right now. So I'm excited about Lockhart potentially and Laurentiis Cypress II from South Carolina. He has B strength, C pass, C run block. We have the only offer for him right now. At the very least, I mean, to have players with a decent overall developing will set us up for the future. And I've been, down that road before where I didn't plan ahead at offensive line and paid the price. Or rather, the quarterbacks did. And I don't want that to happen a whole lot more. A couple receivers I'm going for. They just kind of seem to be decent, kind of bottom of the roster guys. And punter, Blair LaFrance from Temple, Texas. One of the rules also in this series is kickers cannot punt, punters cannot kick. So, got to bring in a punter here pretty soon. I want to wrap this one up too before Louisiana Tech makes it interesting. So, this was the part of the schedule. We knew we probably weren't going to win games, but we want to see how good we are. And we competed against Texas at home. But now, number 1 team Oklahoma, we go on the road. What's the story going to be this time? Kennedy Brooks has put up some big numbers. We stopped Bijan Robinson, but run defense has been kind of leaky all season. Caleb Williams is their normal starter, but due to injury, they are playing Spencer Rattler, who has put together a solid season, and we'll see if they end up attacking us a bit more through the air. Feels like that hasn't happened a whole lot since the TCU game. They have a couple players too who are questionable for this game, so we'll see if they're at full strength, but I'm anticipating they will be mostly. And that is going to wrap up today's episode. We're halfway through the season now, and we're 3-3. Still got a chance to become bowl eligible, but I think we're making some progress, and today, wasn't a bad game. I had a really fun time with it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you did, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you all next time. And hopefully tonight the Vikings draft Trent McDuffie. Have a great day.